like to make a video how to prepare your boat for the season, like full complete manual. I do this by myself, and I think it's maybe useful to someone. Everything you need for this will be engine oil for the lag, also oil filter when you change the engine oil, pump for the lag, pair of gloves, battery charger, screwdrivers, pliers, and also this is actually optional. This is the fuel filter that you have to change like once in 5 years maybe. It's not the seasonal change. This is the filter under the fuel pump, so I'm gonna change it. It's kind of difficult, but we'll see. So all this together is around $100. This one is one-time investment. This one you have to buy every year. So let's do the maintenance. Okay, first thing, your battery should be charged. Normally for the winter you have to unplug all wires from the battery, so just in case something drains the power, we have to reconnect all connectors and then charge the battery. First thing we're gonna do is to drain oil from the lag. So that's basically one screw here, another screw here, and the third point where we need to drain is here. You just unsnap this belt and you use something just to drain oil from here. Unsnap the rubber belt, unscrew the lead, and okay, that's done. Let's put it back. And then we go here. And remove the bottom screw first. Okay, so here you have a magnet, and you basically can, if you have a lot of metal here, that's not good. That means that maybe you had some water inside or something is wrong, because this metal is basically your internal parts are wearing out. So that's leaking a little bit slowly, but it's cold. It's around about 11 degrees this morning. Then after certain time, we're gonna remove the top screw over here. But if you remove it now, because of the level of the oil here, it's gonna leak from here, so we don't want that. So we just have to wait. Okay, 5 minutes earlier, remove the screw from here. Want to warn you, we have gaskets here, the yellow one, and the other gasket is here. It may come out with a screw, but normally they stay in, so don't lose that gasket. Try to remove it with a screw before you have oil here, because it will be difficult to find it when it's drained. The same is here, because if you lose this gasket and you put the screw without the gasket, you'll get water inside and it will damage your lag. You won't notice that because you change your oil at the end of the season or maybe at the beginning of the season, and water is never good for your parts. Okay, after about 20 minutes of waiting, the oil stopped leaking. One word about oil. My oil is really nice and blue without any traces of water, but if you see in your oil like milky something like white, and your oil is not blue and a little bit like white, that means that you have water in your lag. This is a bad sign, and you need to talk to a professional. But maybe it's just this gasket or this gasket in the propeller here needs to be changed. But don't use your boat, because if you get oil in your lag, it's just destroying your gears and everything. And more important, if you leave your boat for the winter with water inside, it can crack your lag. This is like terrible. You need to replace like almost everything. So be careful, check your oil, and make sure that it doesn't have water. So it's time to pump the oil in. So to pump the oil, we need pump and the oil. First, we need to put one end of the pump into the lag. So instead of the screw we had, we need to put this. So first part is here. Okay, that's in. Then okay, and now we just pump oil into the lag until you see the oil in that oil vent. Then if it's there, you close the vent and you keep on pumping until the oil shows up here at the max level up to here. So just keep on pumping, baby. See, the oil is here in the vent. Now we have to put the screw. So it's it took 1 liter to get there and a little bit from here, so for you to be ready. Screw oil vent is in place, but we keep on pumping until the oil will be here at this level. It won't take long because it's almost full, so just a few more minutes and we are done. Okay, as you can see, we start the oil level started to raise. It's actually very important that you use pump to pump this from the bottom to the top. That's how you actually remove all the excessive air from the lag. So you basically, with the oil, you push the air up to the top and then up there. So that's the way it should be done. So we just have to pump a little bit more until the oil level reaches the maximum in there. But even after this, be careful at your first ride, because the oil level will settle, and then maybe you need to add a little bit of oil in here. So if oil level drops, you just basically fill it in just to have it like the proper amount of oil there. So we're almost done. I'll just have to finish this, and then we can start the engine. The boring part is over. So all screws are in place. That one, everything is tightened. Gaskets are in place. Oil level is a little bit higher than max, but it will settle down after the first ride. So the boring part is over, and the most messy part is over. This will store for the next season, and we're ready to start the engine, because in order to change the oil in your engine, you need to heat up the engine so the oil is not really thick and can drain properly. So let's do that. Okay, we're ready to start the engine, but before this, make sure that everything is nice and dry here, no leaks, and also in here. In order to start the engine, we need water, so you need to have this tool, and it's a garden hose. Just open the water, and then only you can start your engine. Never ever start your engine without the water. It will overheat and you're gonna damage your engine. So let's start it. Hope it's gonna start after the winter. We can do that. Okay. So in order to start your engine, you press this button, and so you're not engaging the gear forward, and you press 2 times like this, 3 or 4. So what you do is just you pump some gas into carburetor. Because of the winter, you need to do that, and your engine is cold. So let's see if it starts. Start. Oh, okay. Water there is good. That means that the water is inside of the engine. We need to leave it for about 5 minutes to work like this. So it heats up, and then we drain the oil. So we are at almost 80 degrees, 175. I think it should be enough. I think it should be hot enough for the oil to drain. So it took me approximately 5 minutes to reach this temperature, 80, as you can see. Then let's go and drain our oil. We have to put our tray back. For my Maxim, I'm lucky. As maybe you've seen my previous video, I have oil drain here, so I don't need special pumps and tools to drain oil. I use pliers to unscrew that thing. Let's drain the oil, and don't forget to open this oil plug. That's how you put your oil into the engine. And again, we have to wait, and wait. See? Okay, while oil is being drained, we need to remove the filter. And it's a pain here. I'll show you. Without this special tool, it's just almost impossible to remove it with hands. So the filter is here. That's the filter, and just like you can't grab it properly. So what I have, it's a $8 in Canadian Tire. You install it on the filter, and it can be easily removed. But before you remove filter completely, you need to put something under, because the oil will leak down into your boat, and you don't really want that. So that's it. How easy with that magic thing. Using this tool, I removed my filter, and I have some oil in my cockpit, so I need to do the cleanup. But basically that's how you do this, and that's a new filter that you just screw with your hands. Do not use this tool to to install this filter. It should be done by your hands only. You apply some oil, but basically you have instructions here. So apply oil, put some oil inside, and just tighten this with your hands. That's it. Have a new filter in place. So they will just have to wait until the whole oil is out of the engine, and then we'll fill the engine with the fresh oil over this hole. That's it. Okay. After around 1 hour of waiting, oil stopped. So now it's time to get our new fresh oil into the engine. The way we do this, we need this. We are doing this. You have to reinstall the screw here, so it's all tightened. So it's all installed. I used pliers to do this, nothing fancy. We can go into the boat and add some oil to the engine. Well, we have to be careful. Pour it like not the whole amount of oil. We have to check the level using this yellow level. Here are the marks that we need to add to. So that's being done. Ooh. Here's my cat. Ginger. Oh, he's trying to catch someone. Okay, so we have 1 liter left. Let's check the level. Okay, the level is right. But we need to start the engine for the filter to fill in, and then after this we have to wait at least like 5 minutes, so all oil will drain, and then we check the level. If we need, then we add some oil. So now it's like I used almost 3 liter for that, but I'm pretty sure I need to add some more after I start my engine. We're starting the engine. Oil pressure is good. that's enough. We have the oil across the system in the filter and everything, so, and the pressure was fine. That means that everything is good. Now we have to adjust the level of the oil after 5 minutes of waiting, and we're good. Okay, after 5 minutes we're checking the oil level, and as you can see, we need to add some oil, so we just have to add, I think, around 500 milliliters, and we're okay, we're good to go. After the adding the oil, we are checking, so it's in the range, so we are okay. I don't know if you can see. That's it, we just changed the oil in the engine. And one last thing that we need to change, it's optional, not for everyone, but if your engine is old and you don't know if it's been changed or not, here is the full pump. Here it's a you have a filter. No one really changes that filter ever, but with time you really need to change it, because it's a fuel, it's water separation and everything. So basically you need to change that. You need it, it's not a screwdriver, and we need a key to unscrew the bottom part of it. I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's not the easiest part of our maintenance, but it should be done maybe once in 5 years. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that no one changed that in my boat, so let's do that. Okay, the gas filter. It's not the easiest part. I can't really show you, it's too dark, but basically you unscrew the bottom screw and you remove this cap. The filter is inside, and it's actually definitely worth doing, because my filter is really damaged, as you see, so it should be replaced, and I'm happy that I did that. So basically you have two gaskets that you have to reinstall and reapply, and I have to warn you, because when you do this you have to be careful because of the fuel. It's highly flammable and you should be extra careful with that. So I got installed my filter. It wasn't easy because you can't really see, so basically you need to replace the spring and two gaskets that are included in the kit. So you basically have to unscrew that screw, I don't know if it's visible, and then remove this part and this, so you remove the cap, and then you have to do this in opposite order in order to reinstall the filter. It's difficult because you don't see, you just have to feel it with your hands. I just did it, and also actually you have to cut the fuel line. Not really cut, just to stop the fuel from leaking from the tank, because it's always like constantly leaking. So I unscrewed mine and removed from here, so it stopped, and then it was easier to work. Be extra careful because it's gas and it's extra flammable. So I hope my engine will start now after this. But yes, do not start your engine after you change the filter, because fumes are here and you have to wait at least like 15 to 20 minutes for the gas to evaporate, so then you can start your engine, otherwise you can cause a fire. Okay, as you see, the engine up and running, everything is fine, so we're ready for the season.